Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting video lined up for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel.
Guys, in this video, we will be learning what is list comprehensions in Python. List comprehension offers a shorter syntax when you want to create a new list based on the values of an existing list, right? It offers a shorter syntax, right? Keep in mind, without list comprehensions, you will have to write a for statement with a conditional test inside, right? So to iterate a list, you have to use for loop, right? But with list comprehensions, without using for loop, we'll be able to apply our conditions. We will be able to filter out the list. Okay. First, we will see nested list. What are these? How we can create nested list? How we can loop through nested lists with list comprehensions. So I have one simple scenario with me. Let's say list inside list. Okay, you can see. Okay, to iterate this list inside the list, what you have to do? You have to say I. Again, you have to apply a loop for j in I like this and then print. Right? You have to print your j. Okay, then your item will be printed 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Now there is a shorter way to iterate this nested list, okay, with help of list comprehensions. So what is the syntax? You have to say in your square brackets y, and then again you have to apply 4 then y in x. Very simple. You see, if you print this, it is same as multiple 4s. You print, you are able to see this. Okay, this is very shorter way to iterate your multiple nested list. Okay, here x means your first element 1 by 1, then in your x y would be your this j. Okay, and finally you will get y, right? So this is a shorter way to use your nested list. Okay, why list comprehensions introduced in Python? Because they are very efficient, right? They are very optimized. Okay, so we will see the optimization, how much time it will take comparatively to for loop. So we will see in the next point, this point, time analysis in execution. This is very important to see, right? Why we use list comprehensions. Okay, so let's see what is time analysis in execution. Okay, so you have to import one package time, and we will need two functions, one for loop, second for list comprehensions, right? We will be printing elements, right, large elements inside the for loop, and second with help of list comprehensions, and we will then try to check the how much time it is taken in each, right? Then we will understand which is efficient, which is not efficient. Okay, so first we will create first function. Okay, this is very simple method, just to loop through some range, right? So we'll be passing on some range like 1 million number. Right here, take another function similar way we have to take. We'll be passing some number, we will be printing I for I in range. Same way, so this range represent, we are creating a range on the basis of the argument. Okay, so it is also printing a list, right? This is a list comprehension. We are looping through a list and we are returning it. So these are very two simple functions will measuring the time of the execution. So what we have to do now, so a variable begin time, right? We have to use time, and then time, it will give us the time. Then we'll be executing our function and we'll be passing very big number, right? And then we'll be saying and variable and then time, and we'll be measuring the time again. We'll be taking the end time. Okay, this is the way. And same thing we have to do for our list comprehension. So instead of for loop, we have to say list comprehensions. We have to now print time for both executions. How? So we are going to say print. There is a round function which will round up the time, right? end time minus begin time, right? It will round up to 2. Here we can say this time will come into the seconds. This is the for loop, and this is for our for list comprehensions, right? So we have to even do this here because begin and end variables will be reset here. Okay, all done, right? Now let's print the program. So you see for loop taken 0.3 seconds while list comprehension taken 0.02. This is very efficient, right? If you run it again, so time will be changed maybe. Now this time it takes equal. If you increase your value, then it will give you more accurate result, right? So you see 0.17 second it took for loop, but list comprehension taken 0.15. Run again. You see again less time with list comprehension. So we can say list comprehensions are very efficient. It is very optimized, right? So you can use list comprehensions when you need it, right? Instead of taking loop inside loops. So it is very difficult to manage, right? Your code loop inside loop, then again condition, very difficult. So always go for the list comprehensions in these situations, which will fasten up your execution, right? This way you can see, right? So this was your time analysis in execution for loop and for list comprehensions. Now let's see our third point, square of number. How we can get square of any given number, right? We will be taking for loop and then list comprehension. So third point we'll do, let's say 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? This is very simple number list. And first we see with help of 4 how we will get, right? This will do. We'll run the program. You said 1 2 3 4, so you said 1 4 9 16. So this is square of these numbers elements, very simple, but you have taken for loop. Let me take one variable sq squares, and then you can easily say x in numbers. Just print it. You print it, so it will give you the same result, right? You see 1 4 9 16, 1 4 9 16. Which way is better? So this way is even quite better, because in the single statement you can achieve the same output. This is most efficient. This is very optimized. Now let's see our next point, that is even or odd number. How to get even and odd numbers? We have to first take one array. So with help of for loop, normally what you'll do, you will loop through number, right? And then you will put condition. Let's say if I, you'll be taking one blank array, blank list. If this condition is satisfies, then we are saying it is even, else we are saying it is not even, right? It is odd. And then finally you will print your list one. Okay, so this is a way to get the number is even or odd with help of for loop, right? So it will show you 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, right? So you can take n1 even, right? This is our new list, right? This list. So here we are saying 2 is even, 5 is odd, 8 is even. Very simple. This is using for loop. But with help of list comprehensions, how you will do? This is also very interesting, right? How to? I'm taking LC1, I percentile 2 equals 0, right? This is my condition. Else, and then we'll say I. Similarly, we'll say I, right? Very simple. And then we'll be saying this is our for loop, right? In n1. Okay. Here we are saying this will return if condition, this condition is satisfied. This will return, else this will return. So in this case of this condition is satisfied, then we'll say is even. This is even. If this condition is false, then we are saying is Very simple, right? Now print it. Both output are same. You don't need to write so many lines of code. No, not required. It is very simple. Now let's see our next point, that is nested if. How we will use nested if? Even we have multiple nested, like if inside if, then how we will use? It is creating a list. So firstly take is blank value, say L2. Then we are checking if, let's say if I percentile 5 equals to 0, right? Then again we are saying if I percentile equals to 10 equals to 0, then we have to insert the element. Okay, so then I, okay, L2. So you will get only few numbers, right? So you will see 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is because in the range of 50 you are getting only these numbers which actually satisfies this condition. 1 and then again 1. If you print the output, right, in this loop, print, let's say I, what is the value of I? So you can try this also. You see, so this is the number coming from 0 to, right, 49. In this range, you are only getting these numbers which satisfy actually this condition. First this condition, then if this satisfies, then it comes to this condition. If this satisfies, then only we are adding our current item into L2, right? And this L2 is getting printed right here. So this is nested if, right? This is a problem, right? How we can solve this problem with help of list comprehension? Now let's see. So we can say LC2 one variable, very easy variables, and we can say any name you can take an N4 if N, right? Same condition we can apply 5 plus 0, right? And again if N percentile 10 equals to 0, very simple. And then we can say print. Now let's print it. It will give you the same output. You see, both outputs are same. For L2 using for loop, for LC2 it is using list comprehend. You see, both outputs are correct. It is very simpler way. Easy. Now let's see our next point, that is reverse tuple string, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to take one simple list of a string that we can say with help of tuple string, right? We can name it. So these are the languages. So what we are going to do, we are going to reverse these strings, right? With help of first for loop and then list comprehensions, right? So you can say that t1 dot append, okay, very simple, and just print your t1, print t1. You see, with help of for loop, your string are reversed. You see, okay, these strings are reversed with help of for loop. Okay, but by using list comprehensions, how we can do, very simple. So what you have to, so we have to say lc3, right? Let's say f in this tuple string, very simple. And then we have to see, this is our f, this is our slicing, and this is our slicing syntax to reverse the string. Very simple. Okay, if you run it, so the output would be the same. You see, the output is the same. This was from previous T1 and this is from this one, LC. So you have seen now the power of list comprehensions in Python, right? You can use list comprehension anywhere, right? It is just a need of your requirement. Okay, so we have covered so many points, these points, list comprehensions in Python. I hope this will help you to understand the logic behind it, right? If you have any questions, you can comment into the comment box, so we will cover those part as well into our upcoming sessions.
That brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.